What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? Happy Monday. Happy Money Mondays live. We got another great presentation that we got going on today. I'm gonna close this up real quick. We're about to go ahead and get started. We're about to get started. Let me know in the chat if you're watching this live, you're watching this on a replay. Let me know if you're watching this on a replay. Comment the word replay. I want to know who's actually watching this live, who is watching it on a replay, who's watching it later on. I know sometimes it's late. It's late on the East Coast right now, but look, I like it here at 6 o'clock on the West Coast. The West Coast is the best coast, so that's why we do it at this time, y'all. So today we're going to be talking about something that is so important. Right, I'll have a lot of people come to me saying they want to be able to go get funding, right? They want to go get funding, but don't even know the first step to be able to get it. They may even have the personal credit to do it, right? They may have gone through some net 30 accounts, which everybody knows I do not suggest to go down that route. But they may have some net 30 set up, but they said, look, I don't have a business set up. I don't have my LLC. I don't have my business address, business email, right? And this is the things that we're going to be talking about today. Because just as important it is to be able to make sure we have our personal credit set up, we need to make sure our formation, our foundation is set in place before we even ask for any type of money. Without that, there is no funding. Yes, you can go get personal credit cards. You can get personal loans, right? The downside about that is that whatever you use is going to be reported on your personal credit. Say you get approved for a $15,000 personal credit card, use $12,000 of it. Guess what's going to happen? Your credit utilization is going to increase. Your probability of getting approved anything down the road is going to decrease. And on top of that, all your credit scores all across each of the credit reporting agencies are going to decrease, right? So that's the one thing that we want to avoid, was once we start messing with our personal credit, where it's going to prevent us from getting approved for any other type of funding down the road. So this is what we need to talk about. How do we going to make sure that we move to the business side as soon as possible? I'm at a point where I don't even apply for any personal credit. There's no point, right? Once you get to a point where you have enough personal credit cards, everything you apply on the business side is going to get approved. Anything on the business side, you're going to get higher limits, because on the business side, you're going to get 2 to 3 times higher limits compared to your personal side. Right. So let's take an example. If we got let's say a Bank of America $10,000 credit card, personal credit card, with the right structure, with the right personal credit report, we can get $25,000, $30,000 on the business side if we know how to be able to structure everything correctly. And that's why my goal is to be able to make sure that you're going to be able to be in a position that me and my clients are in. I want to be able to make sure that whenever you go to the bank, whenever you go to a credit union, you're going to get nothing less than $10,000 every single time you go. Every single time, right? Because you have to understand that there's literally millions of dollars, probably billions of dollars out there dedicated to small business owners, right? It's just on us to be able to position ourselves to be able to go get it. It's not enough to be able to get the net 30. It's not enough for the Quill, Granger, and Uline. Trust me, look, I spent thousands of dollars on that. And guess how much money I was able to get from going down that route? I got about, what, $8,000, $10,000 in trade lines for specific stores that I didn't even use. They gave me trade lines where I had to spend $50, $100 on some toilet paper. Are you serious? Are you serious? Come on, y'all. Eric, what's going on, bro? Eric, my guy Eric is on, man. We're gonna have to get on the live one of these weeks, bro. But today, guys, we're going to be talking about something good, y'all. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to talk about the business structure that everybody needs to have to be able to get the maximum funding. I'm talking about business lines of credit. I'm talking about business credit cards, but more specifically, 0% interest business credit cards. With this, you're going to be able to leverage your personal credit, get approved with 0% interest, use the 0% interest business credit, use it to invest in any type of your businesses, real estate investors, use it as a down payment on any type of your flips, right? E-commerce brands, use it for your ads, use it for your products, anything of the sort. My Airbnb investors, use it to furnish your units. Who else? Beauty salon owners, beauty product owners, use it to be able to buy all your hair. Use it to buy your products ahead of time. Too many times we're limited to what we're able to get with the cash that's in our own pocket. Why are we doing that when there's literally millions, billions of dollars out there from banks and credit unions who are literally giving it out? It's on us to be able to go ahead and get it. Right? So look, I'm gonna share my screen, y'all. I'm gonna share my screen. Brian, what's going on, bro?
What's good, Ken?
Look. All right, y'all. Let me know if you see my screen. Let me know if you see my screen. Hold on a second. Hold on. That's not it, bro. Everything's tripping right now, bro. Let's see. All right, y'all. I want to show y'all this checklist. This is my free business funding checklist that I give out to everybody in the Facebook group. This is going to be the blueprint that you need to be able to go get the funding, right? A lot of people are going to be charging you guys for this. Look, I'm giving you the full blueprint of what has worked for me to be able to get multiple six figures in business funding. And this is the blueprint, everything that I've done. Right? You don't need to be able to buy, you don't need to buy all these different courses to be able to do it. If you're going to be able to do it, it's going to be on this list right here, y'all. And I'm giving this out for free, right? So if you want to be able to get a copy of this, comment the word list. Comment the word list on the Facebook group. I'll be able to get this for you, right? So I'm going to run through it. I got about 20 minutes. I'm not going to spend all day on this, but if you want to be able to get more information, tap questions, drop questions in the comment section. Steven, what's going on, bro? Iris, what's going on? Love from sunny San Diego. I see y'all. Turo, possibilities are endless. That's what it's all about, y'all. Once we're able to get access to the funding, endless possibilities, y'all. Endless possibilities. Anything that you wanted to do, you're going to be able to do it with the types of funding that the banks and lenders are giving out, y'all. So first things first, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about our personal credit. We're going to be talking about our personal credit, y'all. Let me zoom in. It's talking about personal credit. It's not about our credit report, or excuse me, not talking about credit score. It's about the data points on our credit report. What does that look like? Make sure we have 6 to 10 positive open accounts, minimum. We're not talking about having one secured card, one student loan. We need to build out our credit report, y'all. That's going to be so important. Under 10% credit utilization of the small credit cards that we have. Making sure that we're keeping the utilization under 10%. So what does that mean? We get a $10,000 personal credit card. We want the most that we want to have report every month. What is $1,000, right? No late payments for the last 2 years. Huge. Set everything on auto pay so you don't even have to think about it. The last thing that we want is to have a late payment is going to destroy all our chances to be able to get any type of funding. One late payment is going to destroy everything, y'all. Set everything up on auto pay. It's so easy to do. Everything. I don't try to remember anything, y'all. Everything when it comes to my business, everything in my everyday life, I try to automate because there's too many things, systems, machines that are going to do the work for us so we don't have to make mistakes. Right? Set up auto pay, zero derogatory accounts, no collections, charge off, repossessions, etc. Right? There's too many resources out there to be able to show us how to be able to get rid of them. Collections, right? Charge-off. What are charge-offs? Charge-offs is when we have specifically credit cards where we don't pay them on time. The credit card companies are going to try to come after us to be able to collect the money. They're going to give up trying to collect the money. They're going to close out the account. They're going to close out the account, but not before giving us a charge off that's reporting on our credit report. That is considered a derogatory account. That's going to greatly destroy all chances of us getting any type of funding. We need to get these things off, y'all. Good thing about it, you're going to be able to reverse this. Anything that's here on our credit report, it can be reversed. Anything deleted, anything derogatory, any late payments, they all could be deleted, y'all. Everything could be deleted. Brian, what's going on, y'all? I see you dropping the list. I'm gonna make sure I get that to you, bro. Hard inquiries, same thing. Look, I'm probably gonna do a live next week specifically on how to remove hard inquiries, y'all. We want to make sure we have most 4 on each of the credit reporting agencies, Equifax, Experian, TransUnions, right? Let me know in the comments if that's something that you'd be interested in, showing you step by step on how I do it, not from the little $5, $10 guides that you get from scrolling through Instagram, right? I'm not talking about the 24-hour method, because we all know the 24-hour method doesn't work as effectively on Equifax and TransUnion. We're going to be talking about how we're going to be able to do it off of all three credit reporting agencies, y'all. But of course, you need to be able to pull your credit report, right? So I'm offering how to be able to pull all your credit reports for only $1, FICO scores. And of course, if you need help with your personal credit, I have a credit repair service to be able to help you out. Look, it is not mandatory to be able to tap in with me. There's so many resources out there to be able to do it. You could do it online. There's so many channels on YouTube that will teach you step by step on how to be able to do it. Yes, it takes time. And yes, you might have to find the right channel to be able to give you the right information, right? But if you don't want to do that, I'm here to be able to help you out, right? And the thing is, my system is proven to work. I have my receipts to back it up, right? So before we even get started, we need to be able to make sure that we have how to be able to set up an LLC, right? There's no more having hobbies, y'all. Sole proprietorships. No, we're going to be make sure that we are seen as a healthy business. One of the first things that we want to do is be able to have a business entity. Once we have a business entity in the eyes of the state, we're seen as a real business. Without that, we're just seen as a hobby. We want to let people know, we want these banks know that, hey, we're steady, we're credible, and we're looking for some funding, and we're going to be able to handle that, right? So the first things first, to be able to understand what a LLC is. I've actually given you guys a resource, LLC University. It'll give you step-by-step exactly everything, what an LLC requires, how to be able to set up for each of the states, right? I'll give you the link for that. This is what I use, because I'm in California, but look, I don't know everything about an LLC in Michigan, but guess what? I can go to LLC University and be able to get that. I'll be able to get that information, right? I'm not going to break down everything here, but just know that there's all resources for all 50 states. All right, then we need a credit business name. Ideally, we want to have a business name that's avoiding high-risk names, real estate, properties, trucking, logistics, financial services. All these names are going to raise red flags to the banks. Our goal is to be able to make sure that we are not seen as high risk. We're not raising any red flags, so that when we do go to the banks, we're going to be able to get the maximum funding. Max funding. The only reason why we do get denied, whether we get small limits, is because the banks do not trust us. We're seen as a risk, and they do not want to invest in our business. So our goal, that's all we're doing. Our goal is to be able to make sure that we're seen as credible, we're seen as steady, and we're seen as a safe investment. And all these small things matter, y'all. Real estate, properties, trucking, logistics, financial services are all names that we want to avoid. I always tell people, like, you be very general. Solutions, enterprises. These are words that are very general. They're very general and are considered safe. These are the names that we want to be able to have. The KNX Code, the North American Industry Classification System Code. This is a code that the banks and lenders use, right, to identify what type of industry we're in and to determine what type of risk we give off, right? So look, if you're in real estate, properties, trucking, they're going to have a KNX code associated with that that's considered high risk. So look, the banks are going to use your name. They're also going to use the KNX code. So we need to make sure we're using the right KNX code on all our credit applications, on our LLC or EIN paperwork, right? Something I use every single time is 541613, marketing consulting services, right? Lyric, what's up? Iris, what's up? I see y'all. Thanks for the love. Website, If you do not know what your KNX code is, look, you can go to the NAICS website right here. You're going to be able to identify what the KNX code is for your specific industry. As a matter of fact, now one thing I don't have on here right now is a list of all the high-risk KNX codes. I'm probably going to add that. Let me know if you want that in the comment section. Comment NAICS, comment KNX, and I'll be able to get that to you. Next, we want to come up with a professional email, business email. Look, no more poppychulo at 707@gmail.com, right? We want to make sure that we're seen as professional. First name at yourbusinessname.com. My email is julian@takeflightsolutions.com. You're not going to see takeflightsolutions@gmail.com. You're not going to see at julianbusiness@gmail.com or takeflightsolutions@yahoo.com. All that's out the window, y'all. We're going to be seen as credible. We're going to be seen as a steady business. We're going to be seen as fundable altogether. Small things like this matter. I'm trying to tell you guys. Look, I'm trying to tell you, do not skip steps. You are going to be able to get a business email from Google GoDaddy. Very simple. $10 a month. $10 a month, right? Next, virtual business address. I'm gonna tell you guys a tip about this. Do not use a PO box. Do not use a UPS. Do not. I don't even. A lot of people say use iPostal. I don't use iPostal. The reason why I don't use iPostal one is specifically because a lot of these sites that they give people are actual post offices. We don't want to have any post offices at all. I'm telling you from personal experience, you will get denied for certain banks. They're going to be like, oh, you got a post office number or post office address? Do you even really have a business? Does it even have a physical location? We want to come off as we have a physical location. That's why we use a virtual business address. What is virtual business address? A virtual business address is any type of physical location where we're able to pay a monthly fee toward to be able to have access or have the right to be able to use that address on our credit applications, even if our business is not physically located there. This is perfect for businesses that are home-based. These are perfect for businesses that are just starting up. For these type of businesses, a lot of times you may not have either the cash to be able to have a brick and mortar, or it doesn't make sense for you to have a brick and mortar, right? But a lot of these credit applications, these loan applications, they're going to be looking to see if you have a physical location. A lot of times the home address is not going to cut it. And for a lot of people, you may not even want to put your home address, because when you open up this LLC that we talked about earlier, this is going to be public information. So now you got to ask yourself, do I want to put my home address on public information so that anybody can see where you live? I mean, I don't want to do that. Feel free to do that if you want. I like to keep my stuff personal, right? All right. You're going to be able to get that from Oba's virtual office. You're also going to be able to get it from Regis. Business phone number. A lot of people skip over this too. This is so important, y'all. I've been denied business credit because I did not have a separate business number for my personal phone number. This is so important, right? So important. I'm gonna tell you exactly where you need it. Truist. I initially got denied because I didn't have a separate business number for my personal number. I went ahead and fixed it, went back and got approved for $15,000 right off the bat. 0% interest business credit card. And look, and it's crazy. There's a whole story behind how I got approved for that, because my LLCs are based in California, but I've traveled all the way across the country to get approved for that funding. So I'm gonna show you guys on how to be able to do that and make sure it's you can be able to be qualified for funding outside of your home state, right? So we're gonna be talking about that. Next thing, create your LLC, y'all. You can go to do it yourself. You could do it yourself, right? You can either do it yourself, go to your California Secretary of State website, or you can literally go to, let's say you're in Michigan, type in Michigan Secretary of State. You go to the website. Every state has their own Secretary of State website. You can go to all services, see what they got going on. Let's see. I'm gonna type in, let's see if I can find business. Let's see, that's not there. License industry. licenses, vehicle industry services, businesses, right? Click down here. Let's see, go to online services, the Department of State. Like I'm telling you guys, this is going to be how we're going to be able to do it, y'all. Going exploring through this website. I'm not going to go through it, but every Secretary of State website, you're going to be able to find a section where you're going to be able to file your LLCs, right? Let's see, business entity. Let's see what we got going on. Business search. Search, notary services, reconcile, notary, government agencies. See, I'm not going to spend too much time on here, but if you do a little Google search on how to be able to set it up, better yet, you know how we do that? I told you, I gave you the website, LLC University, right? We want to do it. Where I can go is to go to Michigan LLC. All the information is here, y'all. All the information is here, right? You go to the database, you can search. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. Get a registered agent, articles of organization. Let's see. Or you can either do it yourself or you can hire LegalZoom, do it for $150 or do it for $40. I'm always a person who's figured out how to do it myself. I don't need to spend $150 to do it. However, sometimes I understand as a business owner, you want to be able to outsource as much as possible, but I don't knock anybody for doing that, right? But just know that it is a resource for you to be able to do more research, right? Okay, look, articles of organization, operating agreement. So important, y'all. Operating agreement. What is an operating agreement? Operating agreement is an outline, is a paperwork that basically outlines all the roles and responsibilities of all the owners in your business, right? Even if you're the sole owner, you're the only owner of your LLC. If you're only using the LLC for funding, you're the only owner, you still need the operating agreement for a lot of banks and different types of lenders just to open up a business bank account. Trust me, I've tried to open up bank accounts without it. They will not let me for a lot of these banks. So it's just so easy to be able to create one for your own state. I gave you a website, eForms. I create all my operating agreements from here. Let's say somebody lives in Alaska. Create document, and it's literally a template where you just type in your basic information. They're gonna ask you your LLC address, type of LLC you have, the owners of the business, everything that's sort of very simple, guys. Operating agreement. I gave you all the resources there. And then finally, well, not finally, second and finally, we're gonna apply for EIN. What is the EIN? What is the EIN? It's basically the social security number for your business. And this is free. It is totally free. You're gonna go to irs.gov website, right? And be able to file an EIN, guys. Look, file. You're gonna go to business and self-employed. Then you're gonna want to go to employer ID number, right? You want to apply for EIN online. The thing about this website is they're only going to allow you to apply for EIN during business hours. Right now it's about 6:30, so it's probably not going to allow me to go through the form. However, any other times you want to be able to do this tomorrow, go during business hours, and it's literally a 15-minute application. You'll be able to file it out. You'll be able to get your EIN number within less than a week. And then finally, a business bank account. So many banks out there. We pass by banks every single day, not knowing that they're giving out a bag, y'all. They're giving out a bag. My favorite is US Bank. But not everybody lives near a US Bank. Credit unions are huge too. Ideally, you want to go to a credit union because credit unions, they're a lot smaller, they're regional. However, they're in a direct competition with the big banks. They're in competition with Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase. So they have an incentive to be able to give out higher limits to attract more customers, right? So why not go to a credit union who's going to be able to look out for you? But now the question is, where are the credit unions? I'm giving you a resource on how to be able to find the credit unions in your area. Are you serious? Do you see this? Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Look, let's talk about something. Give me where are y'all from, man? Look, I want to see. Let's just say Minnesota. Let's see. Look, and then when we click on the state, we're gonna have different options. We're gonna click on banks, credit unions, whatever, right? So let's look on credit unions. Let's see what we got going on. These are all the credit unions in what did I say? Minnesota. Are you serious? Not all of them are gonna offer business funding, but I can guarantee you a portion of them are. These are all different credit unions that you can be able to build relationships with. And say I only lived in St. Cloud, Minnesota. I don't know nothing about it, but I know they got Great River Federal Credit Union, St. Cloud Financial Credit Union, right? If I want to go to we live in Minneapolis, I know they got Electric Machinery Employees Credit Union. These are different credit unions you want to look into. You probably pass by these all the time and don't even know that they're giving out types of funding. Come on, y'all. Look, if you don't want credit unions, they got banks. It's going to tell you what all the banks are. ibanknet.com. But look, if you don't want to use that, I'm going to give you another resource. Bankbranchlocator.com. This is going to let you know where all the banks are in the United States. Are you serious? It's not a secret what banks are giving out the bag now, right? Let's say I lived in Arkansas. There's 114 banks in 255 cities. I'm going to click on it. You say I lived in Little Rock. These are all the banks in this area, y'all. There's too many options, so many options. U.S. Bank is here. What bank is this? Simmons Bank. Simmons Bank. Malvern National Bank, Otter Creek. There's so many different options, guys. So many different options, so many different options. There should be no reason why people are not going to be able to get this funding, y'all. There's too many options. Start building relationships with these banks. Start building relationships. You should be polygamous when it comes to these banks. You need to be able to make sure you got relationships. You're dating a Simmons Bank over here. You're dating a Citizens Bank over here. You're dating a First Community Bank over here. You're dating Armor Bank. The more relationships you have, the stronger they are, the more funding you're going to be able to get with your multiple LLCs. Because look, we're not just talking about one LLC here, right? I showed you how to be able to set up an LLC and how to be able to make multiple over and over and over again. That's how people are going to be. That's how people make hundreds of thousands of dollars or be able to get obtain hundreds of thousands of dollars in business credit because they got multiple relationships. They got LLCs or they got different business entities. That's what it's all about, y'all. But look, that sums up the business funding checklist. What I commit to about 30-35 minutes max. But look, guys, I want you guys to be able to have this resource. It is a free resource specifically for the people who are in the Facebook group. If you need this information, if you want some type of guidance on how to be able to create a strong foundation for your business and maximize your funding, this is a no-brainer. This is an alley-oop. You do not have to pay for this. This is something I'm giving out. This is a step-by-step process blueprint that has helped me and all my clients on how to be able to get this type of funding, y'all. But look, like I said, drop the comment list if you're looking to be able to get access to this. I would DM it to you. Me and my team will DM it to you. If not tonight, first thing in the morning. But look, guys, that's what it's all about today, y'all. It's really all about how we're going to be able to maximize how much funding we're going to be able to get. Because look, things are switching, y'all. We're pivoting. We're pivoting. No longer are the net 30s and the floor decor, Uline Granger, all that other stuff is going out the window. You guys heard that a lot of these companies are quitting or stopping their net 30 accounts, the net 30 vendor accounts. So how are people going to be able to get funding now? Even though that funding wasn't even good funding before, how are people going to be able to get this credit? A lot of those people who are trying to skip steps and try to avoid working on their personal credit are now messed up because now they can't even use their vendor accounts to be able to get types of business credit. Now they have to work on their personal credit to be able to go to the banks to be able to get the $10, $15, $20, $25,000 in credit. This is what it's all about. No more skipping steps. We got to go through it, y'all. And since I'm giving you guys a blueprint, there should be no excuse why we're not going to get this bag, y'all. But look, y'all, that wraps it up today. If you got any questions, drop them in the chat or drop them in the comment section. Man, Brian, I appreciate all the people tapping in. Eric, Iris, Brian, Lyric. Look, if you guys got any questions, feel free to reach out. Until then, until next week, I'll see y'all.